I don't need to send sister the link. Okay, na mo page niya ko na sister ya YM, and then I think Luna le it's sorry about that, guys. Yo, Thixo wasezulwini.
Okay. Hi, Uncle T.
Hey, sister.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know what's going on because it keeps saying your life contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. So I don't know whether it's because of the topic, the topic heading today or what.
There's nothing wrong with the topic. Abstinence.
Exactly. So I don't
There's a
know.
lot of things to talk about.
Maybe TikTok doesn't like abstinence. I don't know.
It likes followers. That's why it likes
I know.
followers. That's why it doesn't want us to talk about it.
Or is it the background?
Because
How
even
do
the
I
comments are,
remove
Being
that?
restricted.
yeah.
Yeah. Go rough.
Lekadile Satan, guys. Lekadile Satan.
But just
It doesn't
imagine,
want that.
wow.
Lekadile Satan. Le batla ho kgothaletsa batho the opposite ya what is being encouraged.
Yeah.
But that's some BS on the realist.
Oh, wow.
That yo.
Should be so going.
We are seeing Casey at these spectacles.
Yo. Ache, wait again, ne?
There you go.
Now we see you.
There's Uncle T.
Away.
Finally. Yo.
Uh,
So we must
never.
be careful then of what we say, so that we don't get cut.
Ish.
Yo. Koreke censorship on another level.
Yeah.
Kanjani manje.
It's too much.
So we should not even mention the word sex. Go cut.
All right. We'll try and not to mention that.
Yeah, just do. Oh, well, I'll say business, yeah, instead of sex, no hair.
Yeah. Or intimacy.
Ngoba,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I have never experienced such. Cause I mean, we need to talk about this, guys. It can't be avoided in that a lot of what is going wrong in relationships is simply because of this factor of either too much intimacy and physical intimacy at that, not even the emotional aspect of it, the emotional foundation, getting to know the person at a deeper level rather than at a superficial level, because it's at that deep level that determines as to whether you're going forward with this person or not. But we don't do that. Instead, mix masala. we will say, oh no, I need to test drive before I can decide whether I am, taking this car with me, or I am because there are words like she's a project or he's a project.
Imagine.
There are words like he's a fixer upper, or she's a fixer upper. I will fix them, I will train them. Those are the words that are being used in relationships. And then we're saying that is romantic. We are saying that is love. Why are you training someone? Because training means indoctrination. means you are forcing a certain idea or a certain way of thinking and doing onto another person. And ladies, you are guilty of this. Guilty. Because most of you go into the relationship saying, no, I want a man. I want them to understand me, to love me, to care for me. Sharp. You get the man. Now, the problem comes in that the man is not exactly as you want them. And then you endeavor to do what? To fix those flaws and shortcomings without consulting the the other party to say, "Hore, I am now going into a journey of fixing you because I see 1, 2, 3 wrong." When the person turns around and says, "Okay, I'm going to be doing the same," you hit that's when things hit a brick wall. Like, no, but I'm a queen, I'm a princess, I am fine, you must love me as I am. How? Okay, like, I do love you as you are, but you have a problem with me because you are wanting to change me. You are wanting me to do things in a certain way. You are wanting me to dress in a certain way, to talk in a certain way, to hang out with certain people, because when you approve. Why, I understand. Then we call that standards. We say, hi, ke di-standard tsa ka tseno. I will not lower my standards. What are your standards? Because if they are superficially based, then they are not they are job specifications or model specifications. And
But
nobody on this living planet is going to meet those specifications.
well,
Ever.
Uncle T, we both have keen the standards, right? We both do have standards.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I think men don't enforce them, or they don't keen can I say demand them like us female would do, right?
Yes, we do when us is dove, but I will let you continue. I'm gonna respond to that. Finish your point, man.
Yeah. So that's why to men it sounds more like nye, 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 nye. Because if you don't, we keep on bringing them until
All right. Okay, let's look at these standards, ne? And let's look at the definition of standards from female perspective and male perspective. In your definition, ne, or in your understanding, what would you say standards are?
Mm. Okay. To me, standard
Sorry,
behavior.
before you continue,
Yes, ma'am.
this thing is saying comments section is switched off, so it's not taking comments. Can you please check that?
Okay, okay. Because on my end, it's still saying, live is restricted for some viewers because of the theme,
Yeah.
and there's a maximum of 5, which is, I'm assuming it's just us.
Yeah.
It's not allowing us to send comments, so I don't know. Maybe you guys should check on settings.
Okay. We
Oh, I'm able to check. Let me see.
or comment settings. Allow comments. Yeah, we've allowed it now.
Okay.
I'm not going to be filtering comments
Oh,
because
there
I
we go.
think that's
Yeah.
where our problem lies. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. No, I think it's good now, sister.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
All right. So
Hello, my champions, my soldiers.
Eish, your soldiers, you can't run away from them.
Yeah, they're listening is very good. Yeah, sorry, sister. You were saying
I
standards.
was saying, standards to me, it counts also for how you behave, like
Mm-hmm.
ethics, right?
Yeah.
You must be you must behave well, like no wearing pants that are on your knees, speaking anyhow. When you speak to people, you must speak respectfully.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You must king uh you must keep improve yourself, not stay in the same place, you in the same position. In, like, let's say you don't do anything to better your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eh, that also.
Okay. All right. So that for you is standards. Basically, the character of a person. Are they kind? Are they polite? Are they how would are they approachable? Are they someone who is open-minded? Am I correct up to so far?
Yes, it's still.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. You find someone like that, né? Except he's not waking.
Hmm.
He's a
Yes,
good
that's
guy.
what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. That you must still, just because you're not working, it doesn't mean you must just sit there like, okay, I'm not working. You must look for a job. Try to do
Mm-hmm.
something. Don't just sit
Mm-hmm.
there because job is not gonna come to you. You understand?
Now,
Yes.
why did you say yes to the man? Oh, okay, no, let's try and see if it will work. And he stated, I don't work, and you agreed still. So why is
Yeah.
his unemployment now a challenge all of a sudden? Because
It's
you
not.
agreed upon it initially.
Listen. It's not that it's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Okay, I won't say I'll date someone because they're working. That's not my reason why I'm
Mm-hmm.
dating you, right?
I will.
But
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
believe that at the moment you're not employed, not because you want to, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You are looking, you are, you know, hustling somehow, not
Yeah,
stealing, of course, not
yeah.
wrong things. But yes, you're trying, that along the way something will come up. Do you understand?
And that's fair. Wow, well, sister, that is very fair, and that's where a lot of us as guys we find ourselves in that. My ambition is different to the next person. Yes, I don't have a job, ne? And I am looking. My ideal job would be I want to be a mechanic. I want to work in a workshop. Ke kene ka 80, ke chase ka 5. I'm
Yeah.
happy there.
Right.
But for you, it's not enough because I'm just a mechanic. Wow, well, understand. I'm still providing. I am still, coming with something on the table. It's just that now, because I'm a mechanic, there's something is
It's
too simple. It's too simple for you. And I say
no.
this, name.
Mm.
The reason why I say this, my sister, is because the reality is actually that
Mm.
there are guys out there that he's hustling and
I
not
can
in
hear
the
you.
and hi sis Didi.
O visited his sisterhood. So,
Okay,
re
so
botsa di-question
so
o re
so
allow le rona re kene. Le rona re
so
kene o re allow.
I didn't feel
because
that
we
you
are
gave me the
here
ropes.
to empower you guys as well.
Yes.
Because you think you know
Okay.
us. You
No.
also don't know us.
No. I feel. Yo, ladies, I was given the ropes, and so I'm just operating how I know, because koma cheating, I
Good.
yangena, wabo
Good.
ga kena, so
Yeah.
you will forgive me.
Let us also empower you guys.
Please,
Um,
I get vele, yeah, but let's hona, please
since
empower
well
us.
we moved away from Eros, I can see we moved away from Eros. So it's okay. This is also fine. Let the elder sister come in to advise my younger
Away,
ones.
away,
To
away.
start with, I if when as a sister you have standards, you have a purpose, you have a direction into which you are going. That's number one. You are not going to fall for a man who does not have work. I'm not talking about a job, I'm talking about work. Why are you here and why do you need me in your life? Because right now we're no longer talking about we're talking about dating with a purpose. We're not talking about I'm lonely,
Just for
I need
fun.
someone. No, we're talking about dating with a purpose, because if you are not dating with a purpose, you shouldn't even be dating. Period.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's as I was saying in the beginning, the trend and the culture of wanting to fit in is the reason why many relationships currently are not working out. It's not because you guys are not compatible or what. It's simply because you didn't spend that time in the beginning to
Yeah.
find out whether or not your energies will synergize,
Mm.
or it's a thing of the energies are different. And different doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. No, it just simply means you are now needing to invest time in order to find middle ground.
And
And
actually, yeah.
that's where now the problem comes in, because in the beginning, boy meets girl, and it's a thing of wanchaza. It will either be wanchaza or gyawrata, or and that sort of thing. So now in our native language, there's the problem, because rata explains like, explains love. So when someone comes to you and says gyawrata, you have to then ask hore, is it rata ena ya hore o batla ho ba le nna re build-e, we are giving ourselves to each other, or ke rata ya hore hi no, I like you as a friend, wa nchaza, I like you, ha se I love you.
But you can
Hobane
still love
English
your
ya
friend.
kere jwale e na le di-degree tseno tsa hore there's like, there's love, there's lust, there's what, there's what, there's what. Why fumat? So rona we are not conscious of that. Ha o nka motho a tla fela ha ke a o rata, o ikuka ele jwalo fela hore ha o itse wa nrata. Ha o botse hore na lerato mang, lerato kgalla, lerato lakatsa, lerato mang, we don't know. And then you just go and say, no, my boyfriend, my girlfriend.
Imagine.
Ha
Just
yo
like
sharp motho. You don't know whether o sharp for wena or not. You will say, I will find out as time goes by. When you find out, it is late.
it's late.
It is late. because we
Nowadays,
didn't.
people are not even talking relationships. Luna,
No
you are even decent.
situationship.
You are very decent, in fact, because the things we are dealing with now, it's people meeting each other at entertainment places
Yeah.
or whilst chilling, they get into a room and or they even now rent there's now this thing of B&Bs where people go during the day
Yes, but
or for
yes, but
certain
sister.
hours. B&Bs
Oh,
now. So
wow.
They charge. They
Luna, you
even
are even
charge
talking about
sexually.
relationships. No, relationships are for another day. Nowadays, eros is something. It has taken over even relationships. Even
Wow.
relationships.
And
Yo.
we are content. And for me, that becomes the worst thing. We ask for these relationships, damn near pray about it worse. Go to chair ba bang ba ya le dikerekeng, ba bang ba phahla o phahlela monna o phahlela mosadi a mo thole a se ready emotional. And I'm not talking about the physical. Ha re tlohelleng tjhelete, ha re tlohelleng dikoloi, di eng, because those things mean nothing.
Yo.
Inside,
Yo.
this person is broken. We talk about, hey, he's coming or she's coming with baggage in a relationship. And now I'm not here to babysit. Now I am not here for projects. Now what all of those things. But you are in the relationship. What are you doing then in there? Because it means if you're going to be complaining about such things, it means you're there for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking now that I'm saying this, it's a ticket for you to say, hi, no, I can leave. You've made the commitment. Now it's time to do the work. But we don't want to do that. Why? Because it's hard.
It's hard. It is hard. It is
And
hard.
and like anything worth having, guys. Those that are, for the listener, I think you can agree with me that for you to be in the position that you are, you worked hard. You
That's
put
true.
in the hours, you put in the time. So
That
that same energy, why don't you invest it in and or use it in other aspects of your life, your relationships? You are having the same motivation, the same drive for it to succeed, for it to be something that is good, but you don't do that.
so that's why they don't value it because they didn't work for it. They didn't put the
Yeah,
work
it's
on
the
it.
quick thing. Now people are into the quick things, the Tinders, the what's, hookups quickly. There's no commitment. There's no I'll say there's no sense of responsibility to saying that, okay, I am meeting up with this person, I don't necessarily know them. You know, those sensible questions to say I must enter with caution. No, it becomes a thing of I must enter. Caution go out the window. I will see you later.
Yeah.
I will see you later, caution.
And then we end
Why?
up
Hi.
at
Yes,
the end of
sister,
the
you are
day.
saying.
I
eh,
think what you are saying is now we want a certain outcome. It's like you are investing 1 rand, but you want 100,000 from one
I
rand in
well
6
understand.
months. So
And
nowadays, people are not investing into meaningful relationships.
mm-mm,
It's all about putting it in a machine and then waiting for, hoping for the best. It's what is happening. Because
yeah, you're
even
getting.
with the help maker, let's help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, somebody catches feelings without there have been conversations that needed to happen. And in fact, I was gonna also ask, please, 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 let's not spend time on the social issues of this thing.
Yes, yes.
We need to take it high in understanding the implications of these things soulfully and spiritually, because this is what people don't understand. All these things that prevent, whether it's plastic, whether it's tablets that you are taking, there is one thing they are not preventing, and they will never prevent that.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yep.
very right. You're very right, sister. In that, where there's this saying that says, all is fair in love and war. And for me, now thinking about it, love is exactly that. It's war, because when you go to someone and say, I love you, ne, you are essentially declaring that, okay, all that you are, all that you come with, I am fine, I want it.
But then
And
now,
everything, everything, good, bad, and ugly,
but
you
now,
are essentially,
Uncle
yes,
T,
his dog.
it's not what they mean right now. It's I
It's
just saw you
because
now, and you say I
I hear
love you.
you. I hear you, Oswak, and that's
Yeah.
because of lack of understanding. Cause the word, this love word, ne, it gets thrown around, easily with, and people are not understanding what it actually means. Because at its surface level, and this is what I think you're talking about, to saying that it's been taken just on the surface to saying, I love you. Or, okay, they want to be with me, I want to be with them. In the moment it is right, let's do it. Wow, and I fully get that. The trouble with in the moment is that there are now emotions involved, and emotions are what? Energy in motion. In that instant, you are not processing and you are not fully conscious of your energies, because you're now so focused on this person's energy to say, do they love me back? Do they feel the same way? Because I'm feeling the same way. Not understanding, oh no, you're feeling the same is actually anxiety.
Mm.
It's not love, it's anxiety. It presents itself as excitement, and thus excitement is equals to love. No, you are anxious because you are so worried that, dude, does this person like me? Does this person find me interesting? Does this person find me attractive? Am I enough? This, that, and the other. War of the emotions. War. The next person on the other side, because you're trying so hard, they are receiving it as it being, this person is pushy, this person is clingy, I need my space. But they wanted the relationship.
Yeah.
Why understand where now the calamity comes in? The physical is nice, you can see it, we can talk, have conversation to a certain extent, but the investment will be telling, because you're not now doing the deeper things.
You don't
How
practice
are
that
you?
love.
Wow, how are you?
You don't practice the love.
Why are you feeling angry towards me putting the cup upside down? Why are you triggered by someone, by the way I breathe?
Mm.
Eh? Did something happen for you to feel like this? Hmm?
Mm.
Why? I don't understand when I say this, you react in a certain way. What's happening there? I'm not understand, because it's unusual to me.
Mm.
We don't have those conversations. Instead, we want to label things. They are clingy. They talk too much. They are needy. they've got trust issues, they've got big. They are coming with what they know a relationship to be. You are coming with what you know a relationship to be. And then you practice. You don't sit down to analyze first or, oh, okay, this person is coming with a triangle. I have a circle. How do we make these things come together? It's not that. You have a circle. I have a triangle. I will mesh it together. Whatever shape comes of it is fine. And it's not.
Yeah.
And do you see where this now the danger of this thing you experience
Yes. Why, Bo?
because we are now coming into a serious relationship with the baggage, with the hurts, with the experiences we had before. And now coming into the relationship now, it's that experience, it's all of those things that we coming with. The other person also comes with their own, and now this is where people will say, no, you're not satisfying me, no,
Yeah.
you are not buying me flowers, because people have experience, they have something they can compare you
There's a
with.
reference.
Danger
Correct.
of
This
experience.
point of reference, ne?
Ah,
And people have, they'll say, no, I have a point of reference. You have 100 points of reference.
you were married 100 times. Let's
Why
not
is
even
it?
forget that one.
Why is
Because
it?
whoever was next to you, it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes. As long as
Pushing
that
something.
person entered your soul, you are married. There is a contract.
They took something, you gave something.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, you are giving good parts, you are receiving the bad.
So that's what you are bringing. You're
You don't
bringing
even
that
know.
in the relationship. You're bringing your 100 marriages into the relationship because it's in you. It's within you. All these souls are within you of 100 people.
And
Yep.
let's not kid ourselves, guys, to saying that, but no, they were good people, and yeah, na ke ntse ke itshwere hantle. My relationships were for the mere fact that you are saying relationships and not a relationship at least. It means that you have dabbled in a lot. You've tasted chocolate, you've tasted caramel, vanilla, strawberry, and of course, there's a favorite. You have a favorite again. There's no way that you can sample and taste all of these things and not have a favorite. Let's not lie to each other, guys. Please. Ne?
And
That's
do
why
mm,
well, ho tla tla le di-conversation tsa hore no, I like it in a certain way, hard, whatever the case may be. It's because
experience.
you are referencing. You are referencing.
Experience.
Shame. That person that you are with, they're not rough. Wena, what's the rough? Problem already. Klar, right there, bothata. Someone is sensitive. Or erekere, they don't they don't know sensitivity like you do, or understand it like you do. There are moments where they are sensitive and emotional and whatnot, but most of the time they have that straight face or stern face. And then you're saying, oh, hey, that person is always angry. No, no, you didn't. You just judged the book by its cover. There was no conversation had. There was no exploring of energy through what? Through conversation. Because what we are doing and what most of people in society are doing when it comes to the context of relationships. They want to experiment now physically. You are wanting to explore energy in a physical sense, and that, as we are saying, is a problem because you are tying yourself to things that you're not supposed to be tying to in the first place.
True.
Yeah, and maybe because we get into 8 o'clock now, we need to get to, we know the what, we know the all these things people do know. And maybe somebody is like saying, hey, I'm hooked, guys. How do I get myself out of this? So I'm just like thinking that a lot of times we are the people that, I mean, in my time, we used to read Bo Mills and Boone, the romantic books, because we didn't have TV. And that is how we would fantasize these relationships, manifest them. Oh, if only I can get somebody like King James and whatever that I've been reading. Nowadays, it's in our homes. We are watching it everywhere, TV, social media, everywhere. So if we can start there, just there.
Yes, sister, I fully agree with you. I'm going to just add on to that, to saying that during that time before the time, let me say time before TV or social media and gadgets and that, there were books, and you fed the mind, and the mind was the one that did what? Constructed all these images. You used now the image, you were practicing, you were exercising your brain. Nowadays, exercise has been cut out. Wa understand? Ka hore now they are giving you the picture of Masbotsana or Onomala Mubukeng. Now you have an image, a reference to saying that, oh, the character of Masbotsana is like this. She's short, she has long hair that ya weavy ematang moditunong udikefe or ojang. And then that's what now you go with, because that's the brain. If you give the brain something and you're saying that this is a square, the brain is going to take it and saying, yes, it's a square. Even if someone else says it's a circle, your neck is going to take it and say it's a square. Why I understand? Because of reference.
Who's that?
Sanbonani Family Design. How are you guys? Oh, okay, then fair. Oh, maybe not bata mamela fella, but hello, Family Design. Anyway, sister, you were talking about how to get out the now the escaping part of it. I think firstly, as I always say, I might sound like a stuck record, but you are first having to establish you. That's where you start. Inventory of self.
Yeah.
I get we're talking relationships now. In the context of the relationship, you are taking stock of, okay, Kemba as the individual in this relationship. This is what I come with. This is what I bring to the table. This is my character. This is what I am made up of. Okay, these things, how are they impacting the relationship? Are there things that are impacting it in a positive way? Or are there aspects that are impacting it in a negative way? Do I like it? Do I want it to remain that way? Or do I want it to change? That's when now you can start asking those pertinent questions only when you know what you are working with.
And in the self also, question people, we need to ask ourselves whether you are in a committed relationship or not, is how is this feeding into where I want to go?
Yes.
How is this working for me? Whatever
Yes.
you bring into your life, well, once you know what you want, where you want to go, the question should be any relationship, whether it's friendships, whether it's
Yes.
whatever kind of relationship, how is this helping, feeding, supporting where I want to go? Because
Is it?
that
Yes.
will eliminate a lot of things. Because if you are at school, for example, right now, and like we are saying, whatever you bring inside your body, that's a soul tie. You are marrying the soul. So do you want to go with that 10 years from now? Because souls of eternity, guys, souls are eternity. I was married now, for example, and I had to break the soul. I had to do work to break that soul tie. So
Yeah.
imagine if you are not married and there's a count, a body count. That's what they call it. A body count of 20 people within 4 years that you are at university. Now, 10 years from now, that body count is still there within you.
Yes. Yeah, and that is the thing with it. This is why there are these conversations of the child looks like your ex,
Exactly.
or
Exactly.
Yeah.
this child looks like someone I used to, you know, mess around with, not even date. I
Yeah.
was just casually messing around with them about 5 years ago. The child also le the person,
Yeah.
and you ask yourself
Yeah.
why. The thing of I used to date this person 20 years ago, and yet you're still thinking about it. It's
Yeah.
not it's not memory, guys. It's residual energy that is left
Yeah,
by
bro.
that person.
You
You
can
are not
kill the
ah
body. You can kill the body. You
the
cannot
soul.
kill the soul. The soul is
Never,
eternity, guys. It's
never.
eternal, just like the spirit. The spirit is
So,
worse because it's connectivity to
ugh,
God. Spirit
why is
is
again?
worse. It's connection to different kinds of deities, whatever you call
And
them.
why
Whatever
are
you call them.
the thing Kayona is that it is wire. If you are not aware of it, it is there in the background. It's background data. You will say,
Mhm.
my phone is always working because there's background data
Running.
downloading the necessary updates that
Yeah.
you
Playing.
might not be aware of. It is doing your work for you. Wena ubizi monana on the ore. Yes, now I am all together, and for the guys as well, because
Yeah.
you will go with
Yeah.
your ego as Mchita and saying, no, I have my things together, I understand myself, but you can't hold down a job, not because you are inconsistent or you don't have the skills or incompetent, no, because there's a mess up in your image because of all of
Exactly.
these people or the people that you are involved with saying, "Oh, no, ki weekend special." There's no such, there's a life special
Yeah, bro.
if you are saying weekend special. It's not for the weekend, it's for the rest of your life. Just like a child, rest of
Yeah.
your life.
And remember, this is nature. That's how
Mm.
it created things. With us, we are incubators.
Why
So
talk?
whatever comes in, you receive it. You receive it.
Why understand? Ntsere,
Lona, you
it is
are seeds. You are seeds. La jala. La jala. So,
Bonzo.
ha hona a betere mo. No one is better.
Niki.
We all gonna suffer the consequences of whatever we are, because most of these things happen when during experimenting years, teenage years, early adulthood, middle adulthood, people are starting to find themselves and starting to question. So I think one of the things in our lives that we need to talk about it's the very thing, understanding the soul and understanding the spirit. Then also talk about decision making, guys,
Yeah.
because nowadays people are making as if they are victims of anything. Guys, we're not like animals. We make decisions. We have the will. We have been given that opportunity, that privilege as human beings to
Why at all?
decide.
Why at all? When you are not exercising, actually you are, because the thing was I
Yeah,
didn't have a
yeah,
choice. It's
yeah.
a lie.
You had a
It's a
The mere
choice.
fact that
decision.
you took that line of thinking and said, this is what I am deciding, that I did not have a decision. You made a decision.
Yep.
You made a decision. And you are touching on the thing of decision making, Sis Didi, ne, which is imperative to this, because that wabona here going to Polokwane, it's a decision that you take conscious. Whereas
Yeah.
I know you sit. If you haven't gone or taken the trip, you are going to sit and think and wonder and ask yourself, yo, are there going to be potholes? Is the road going to be smooth? Is it going to be long, short, hot, cold? What's going to be happening? Now, okay, you've taken the route, and all of a sudden it's a thing of I'm going to Limpopo for fun. Who has gone and take a 3-4 hour drive just for fun to go? It's never happened unless you don't have anything better to do. So if you are approaching relationships and dating with that it's just for fun, then you're not supposed to be in that stage, because it's not. Yes, it's fun when you have purpose. If you don't have purpose, you are creating a mess. You are just creating a mess.
And for us women, here's another thing. Whenever we decide to, let me make an example of going to a club, and before I go to the club, in my mind, because for us, eros starts in the mind. I prepare myself. So if I'm going to the club and I'm saying with the intention that I want to meet somebody, and this is what I want, whether you said it verbally or not, the brain doesn't care that you were not saying, you were manifesting. You are manifesting, and it actually happens, because even how I dress, how I behave, everything is already prepared now to what? For that outcome. For that outcome. So
Because
we should
yeah,
not even fool ourselves to say, now I did. No. You made a decision. You made a decision consciously or unconsciously. Maybe it's
That's why.
another one we need to teach people about. Or
Yes.
in your brain, you have the conscious mind, the subconscious, and the unconscious.
Yes. That's why ukgona hore, if I'm talking to you, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. O tswe ka tlung, o tshwere 10 rand. O bo kgutla ene kare o no tshwere 1,000.
Yeah.
Ka
Yeah.
10 rand fela ba o deliverile, o jele, o kgotse, o nwele, kore you had a full night. Why? Because you started it in the skopokopo, in the mental mind.
Yeah.
For
Intention.
you to get what you have now, you thought about it first.
Yeah.
And then
Indeed.
once you put it in your mind, now you start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
This is how manifestation works, guys. If it is that you don't know, here's a quick lesson.
Yeah.
Starts with thought. Ne, thought comes from what? Spirit. It is translated by emotions and the mind to say, oh, okay, this is what is being said. And then you form it into thoughts, you give it words. I need, or I want to see myself as a doctor, or I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a what in your mind. Then the next day you wake up, all you are seeing is doctors and nurses, because that's what your mind now is trained on. Doctor, nurse. You start seeing them everywhere. You interact, you go into the phone, all of a sudden your feed is filled with medical stuff, because
true.
that's what you said
So true.
in here, or if you want to point to in your heart, yeah, if you want to put it that way.
A lot of things, my Uncle T. A lot of things. Like you can
It's okay,
say,
it's my
what's
brother.
again? I like this car. Like maybe I like a double cab.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you are driving, you are seeing double cabs everywhere.
Net.
To show that we manifest, but we manifest whether you are saying it, because the brain can differentiate reality from a non-reality
It's one
perception.
thing.
It
It's one
cannot.
thing. It is one
It's
thing.
one thing. That is why trauma, whether it's perceived or real, in the brain, it cannot differentiate. It still gives the same emotion. So
Mm-hmm.
when you have this intention that today, Eros is up, Eros will be up because you manifested it. You
Today na
manifested it.
today, ngiyakutshela wena, today na today. Master, how are you, brother? Oh, sister, I don't want to offend anyone. I hope you're good.
Hello?
Hello, master.
How about my man?
Good and you?
You say?
Are you good?
You say what?
Kwenzakalani manje la?
Asha, mute them too. What happened? We need to check our thing, our settings, but
Yeah, I think
because
so,
people
but
are coming in without being allowed in.
oh goodness. But yeah, sister, as you were saying before, our train of thought got interrupted. Guys, the aspect of dating, it's not it's unique because it's an aspect of life in that regard, ne? But our approach to it is, it's blanket because of references that we have in our past. My guy was touchy feely from the get go. Now I'm not used to touch, and all of that. But you are dealing with a new individual, and you're not giving yourself time to understand this individual. Instead, you are imposing your expectations, and I won't say standards because that is not standards. It is expectation. I am expecting you to be a person that wears Nike. I expect that you are tall. If you're not tall, we must find you platform shoes so that you can be tall and meet my expectation. This girl does not gym. So what am I going to do? I'm going to now say certain words and drop certain hints so that she has to go to gym. That's not building. That's not empowering your partner. That is not a, I will say, a loving relationship, because you're not talking to that person. Instead, you're talking to your friends and people who are willing to listen to your story about your person. And we need to look at that, and that deals with what Sister Reni was saying. What is happening inside of you? Are you operating from the unconscious, subconscious, or the conscious? Nah, because the unconscious, it's unconscious. Nothing comes of it. It holds it too. Nothing. The
And
subconscious is
to,
living. It
to
is
all
breathing.
sexes,
It's working.
as
You
well.
just don't see it. You are not actively aware of it. It's the conscious that seems to be the operating system. It's not. The conscious simply implements. The subconscious is the one that informs. That's where the things come from. Why, like tlhaloganya, guys. So can we, be more aware, actively aware, be deliberate about our actions in the relationship, committed or otherwise. And those that are dating casually, guys, ish, 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 ish. You need to consider that. I'm not saying it is wrong. I'm just saying you need to sit down and think really about what you are doing. Are you building your image? Are you empowering it? Are you building it to be stronger? And that speaks to the people that are around you, the people that you allow into your circle. Because if you are building, then you are having people of like mind. You are having people that are able to do what? To say, hi, but here you are going wrong without fear, because they want the best for you. Just as you want the best for them, they're able to say, hi, no, now you're going wrong. You need to come back. This is not what we know from you to be. That is building. That is honest, open conversation. Not the thing of who hey obathotse msebetsi, o batla re tjhentjhela. Why don't you go and talk to the person? Why are you talking behind their back, but yet you're saying that you love them, that you care for them? And if your answer is that I am scared that I will lose them, then understand that person was never for you to begin with. I'm just saying. Sisters, nithi nini?
Giving Sis D to talk for 5 minutes. We've been talking, but Manabato can't even throw in
Hey,
a word.
A good thing. No, I believe so that you know, if we are in a relationship, we are there because we agreed on some things, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were not like perfect, but we had to take each other as we were, but also to grow differently, right?
Yes.
We contribute to each other's growth, and we can't. Let me say we can't. It's not fair to bring our our past experiences to our present. Has, of course, you mentioned that we again we're again is a different person, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important to know each other, to understand, each other, because we behave differently. We come from different backgrounds, and so we can never behave, like anybody else. So during that moment of knowing each other, understanding each other, that's when we we notice, okay, so this person does things this way, or this person reacts this way to specific uh, topics or conversations, right? And then from there, we learn, how we can address better. You understand? So we can't just expect things or people to be without us talking and not trying to change them to be what we want them to be. You understand? So yeah.
I hear you, sister, and no, I fully, I fully agree with that. The thought just came to my mind now, to saying that a relationship is like a person going into a garden with a seed. In order for that seed to grow, it must be planted firstly, put in the ground, and not just any type of soil, or it has to be prepared. The soil has to be prepared because the seed is ready. It's just needing what? Nutrition, nurturing. It's needing warmth so that it can do what? It can flourish. And that's what a relationship is. As soon as you take your energy and you merge it, or you put it into someone else's garden or the ground, you begin now the process of what? Of growing. How big that plant grows is determined by how much nurturing
Yes.
it receives, how much water and care and sunlight it receives, how deep the ground is, how nutritious is the ground, because it is for the plant to be a relationship of ground and seed and to be established. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
thus a relationship is the same way. If you are saying, no, I am coming with sandy soil, but I want corn, yes, you will get the plant, but you won't get the fruits. Well, I understand. In some instances, you won't even get nothing. You will wait for years and you will get nothing because the ground is wrong. It is not the type of ground for that, or it is not even the season for that. But you, because you are saying you want corn and you want to eat now, we are not in the presence of mind to understand that, okay, this is not the season for corn. It's actually the season for pumpkin. It's actually the season for beetroot. Oh, it's a season for pineapple. Oh, the climate is all wrong for even all of these things. It's actually climate for grapes. But we're not there, guys. We are wanting the relationship to fix us. I will be fine because then I will have motivation because I'm in a relationship. I have something to work for. When she's not there, or when he's not there, or they are angry at you and they want nothing to do with you, what then? Does that mean your purpose shuts off now? Does it mean that it's a tempo where now osebetsaka on and off? And that's not purpose. If it's on and off, it's purpose. It's a for monate fela. You are not in a relationship that is going to take you all the way. And that's why I was especially talking to people who are not in committed relation. They are in relationships, but it is not a committed one, because as soon as you're saying I am in a committed relationship, it means you're talking about long term. It means that you're having the various serious conversations to saying that, look, I am imperfect. I am struggling with my anger. Baby, I need your help. Or I need help. And your person is there to support you and saying, I understand. I am not judging. This is what we can do. Or this is how I see us moving forward for you to be right. Not according to my knowledge.
Yes.
Why tlhaloganyo?
Yep.
And that's why in churches they will preach to saying, oh, when you say, I want to get married, they start first with the counseling. Because they are starting where the deeper side of things, to saying, yes, your body and your mind are in agreement to say, oh, yes, we want to do this. But what is your spirit saying? Wabo.
Yeah.
If your spirit says nothing, you must be worried. Or if you cannot hear anything from it, you must be worried, because it's always talking. But because it's not talking, people will say, no, efaneka kavuma. Nini. You don't know that, because you're not even listening to yourself. And then the thing doesn't work out, and then you wonder how, but I did everything I could. I gave my all. No, 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 guys. Let's wake up, guys. I challenge you to, this week, that one topic that you are avoiding, I challenge you. Sit down with your person and have a conversation. Don't start with the mentality, I am right, she is wrong, or he is right, or he is wrong, I am right. There's no such thing as wrong and right when it comes to relationship. There's no such thing, because you have your definition of right, she has her definition of right. So you are working with the middle ground, not the right, yours, the right, hers. No, middle ground,
Compromise.
where it's right for the both of you, not just for one party. As a belief, I'm just, as a smaller nyana challenge. See what happens.
Yeah, that's a good one, Uncle T. That's a good one.
Not a lot of topics, just that one that you've been avoiding. With openness and honesty. Without being highly emotive. Yes, emotions are involved, but do not lead with emotions. So
Hard
yeah,
one.
mensa. Man, ke budele nango munyu umama uyangena ugogo, umama wethu. Gogo kunjani? Yo, ngathi technically I technically, but I utla kuwena na akena oh. Hey, hello Gogo. Yo, ya mohana. Hey, ya mohana.
Maybe it's a network problem or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. But Gogo, we see you. We appreciate you for joining. How nazo? Hey man, bese ngisho man.
So you can hear this one.
Ra utlwa Gogo.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Brother, what's you? What's you around?
Oh, I don't think she can hear us, is dog.
Oh.
I think it's a network thing. She's connected, but she's not aware that she's connected. Yeah.
It could be. So
But yeah,
Yes, wa nkutlwa. Hai,
yeah, ra ntse re dumedisa. Yes, ra utlwa Gogo. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you? I can hear you, but now
Hello.
I'm not even sure. Okay, ho kene jwang nthwena ya lona? Ow, e sempeya on the spot. But then this topic really, it makes me to go back to the drawing board of 18 years to start all over again, because the topic is reflecting how we have been, there wouldn't be so much breakage and whatever if honestly we could have asked ourselves these questions that you are talking about. And of course, it's not too late. I'm not in an intimate relationship, but I do make relationships with my children. I'm learning a better way now. And yes, of course, the ministry, so there are so many things that I'm learning here today as an adult. I so wish other adults could have joined, because I liked what you were analyzing when you talked about the baggage that each one of us bring, especially when you are both even returned soldiers. Returned soldiers mean two people who have started life at opposite times. Here they are now. They come again, start the so-called new life, but in actual fact, they bring what it's their experiences, which is going to break this very relationship. Yeah,
You're
it's
very
it's
right,
it's
Gogo.
an eye-opening, and committed relationships are very, very important. And we need to encourage people to stop this thing of I'm hunting. I'm hunting. I'm actually yeah, just looking around. It's not correct. What about those spirits then? I'm learning a new thing of spirits, and it's true. Huh?
Yeah,
It's
Gogo.
true
No.
that you have inhaled, you have inside you have, including the spirits that you came with from your parents,
Yes.
from my parents. You see, it's all those things that we need to be talking about. May this be an eye opening so that we stop really this thing of breaking relationships like this as if it's a common commodity. Then thank you so much for putting me on spot TikTok. Yeah,
No, thank you, Gogo. You know, we always appreciate the voice of I will say our libraries, because that's what you as our gogos and our grandfathers are. You are the references of knowledge, and whether we want to acknowledge it or not, you have lived and you have seen things that we are still yet to see and are still yet to experience. So why not sit down with someone who has been there and pick up the good things, even the bad, listen to it, and now you will have almost like a roadmap of things to avoid. It won't, completely help you in avoiding most of the things that you're going to experience, but at least it will not be a surprise. Why? Because there would have been someone who acted as almost a guide to saying that, listen, my child, listen, my son, listen, my daughter. Um, Relationship XYZ. You might come across ABC. When that happens, always remember this, that, and the other. Because we are still having our elders that have been married for what? 35 years, 40 years, 50, 60. Abanye. And then we're saying, no, I can't take relationship advice from my grandfather. Why? You're stupid. Because that person is able to maintain a marriage for 60 years plus. When you can't hold a relationship for 6 months.
Imagine.
So what are we doing, guys? Can we be now start being mindful about the things that we do and what we do and who we associate with and how we associate with them? Because that's important. If you're going to be going around and giving up all the time, of course, yes, you're going to get tired. Of course, yes, you're going to wear yourself out. And by the time now you decide that, okay, I want to be in a serious relationship, you have nothing to give because you have been drained. So think about that.
Yeah.
Those are my words for you guys in closing. I hope we can talk more about this. I hope that the conversation doesn't end here, guys. In
No,
your
we sure.
private spaces, in your your workplaces, social circles, let's talk about this. Let's engage, because that is what is needed now to to take away power from this entity that is ruling our world, that is telling us that a relationship has to look and be a certain way for it to be a relationship or to be classified as a romantic relationship or a committed relationship. Can we set our own standards, guys? Can we start there? Can we start looking within and stop looking for the answers out there, because they're not out there. What lies out there are lies. Sister, thank you so much. Thank you, listeners, for inviting me to Women Crush Wednesday. It's always an honor to be here amongst the ladies. Yeah, I hope it's definitely not the last one. Because we need to go on dates. We need to touch base. This is a part of the relationship. I must check in. Understand? Oh, unsole sharp, my baby. Unsole right there is thandwa sami. My tambolam like Kentucky. I must check on you. Yeah. Sis Dove.
Yes, Uncle D. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I hope the young ones have been listening and taking notes, because it's this thing of just in testing, test driving, and all that. It really has bad consequences that get us later, in life. So if they were listening, they must start evaluating their actions, and choose to do right waiting, it's not a weakness.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's not a weakness. So it is good to preserve themselves to the right person, and and this way you also change how the next generation will be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really insightful. Thank you, Uncle T.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody.
I think it's a good night.
Yeah, and if you missed it, we're gonna upload it onto our YouTube channel, so don't worry. You will find it on the YouTube. If you wanna interact with us, most you like, share, or comment, we'll hit you up. We wanna hear from you. If perhaps maybe there's something that you would like us to talk or touch on in terms of topics, let us know. Don't be scared, because you don't have that spirit. Don't be scared to delve inside, to go to those dark places, like I always say, guys, because you have it in you. You've got the light, you've got the torch, you've got the tools, you've got everything. So don't be scared to use those tools. But yeah, until the next time, guys, love and peace. And yeah, have a good night. It's been real. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.